Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Bringing you guys today another successful athlete story coming to you guys by Nathaniel Ramirez. So, just to give you guys a little bit of background, before we started working, Nathaniel had suffered an extreme fracture in his elbow, which he was shut down for a couple of months. And then he joined into the program. We took him, rehabbed him. There's no more pain. And he is now a year after is getting ready to pitch in a game again after being for so long having some time off. But I'm not here to take the spotlight away from him. So, Nathaniel, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm 20 years old. I did go through that injury about a couple years ago now, and went through a little bit of adversity where I first went because I was just let go from the team, and it hits hard. Had to train by myself a lot, and now we joined VA for a year now. Been working, arms healthy now, excited. Now I'm ready to get back. I've been playing summer ball now, able to actually pitch in games, and now I'm gearing up to play my first real season, Yavapai College. Very excited, very thankful.
For sure, man. I'm actually more than excited, like than what I could ever be for you, because I know this was a true process for you. Can you tell the viewers a little bit more of like, what were you doing prior to you joining Versatile Athletics? I know you had like some arm care stuff, but it was kind of like in the limbo of like on and off stuff. So give them a little bit of feedback into that.
Yeah, prior to joining VA, I was kind of really just by myself, trying to figure out everything and what I needed to do, and I had no clue what track I had to be on to get healthy again. So I was out here doing all these different methods, like just stretching, just try running, just try throwing hard or throw through it, but deep down I didn't know like what was proper mechanics, what was really healthy, what was good for me. So I was out there all alone by myself, and then finally stumbled upon VA and saw that there's really one-on-one work with everybody, and I needed that, and somebody who knew what direction I needed to be going in. So I was really kind of just hurting myself more by myself before I joined VA.
Yeah, for sure, man. And speak a little bit about the process like that we did with you to help you rehab for that elbow injury and then getting you back. Because I remember it was like on the fall of last year. Was it in the fall? And then you were able to show some appearances. Your velo was back up to 87. What was like that process? Like what did we do with you? Like how did we get you there?
Yeah, during that process, it was just a lot of movement work, like not like lifting movements, more like stretching and stuff like that, getting the body right to move properly so that and then we started working on some certain mechanics that we could see was easily causing arm pain. And we took it light, started with some light toss. And I think within 4 weeks, I was able to start hopping on the mound again, doing light throwing off the mound. And it was just a little process like that, just doing movements and everything, sending you videos every single day and getting every single day getting feedback. I would get a video back from you saying, hey, this is good, this is what needs to be worked on, and everything like that. Everything went good.
For sure. So you mentioned a couple of important things there. You mentioned like the one-on-one training, the video feedback. Of course, like this training was done remotely. How was your experience training remotely? Because from you mentioning the one-on-one, people believe that you can't work one-on-one remotely. They have no idea where if the athlete is getting better. Communication may be a little bit off. How was that and the experience for you with Versatile Athletics?
It was honestly more than I could have ever imagined with this experience, because before Versatile Athletics, I've never done any type of remote training. Like I've recorded videos for myself, just for myself to watch, but I've never sent it to somebody for them to analyze it. And even with it just being me and you, and I'm on the west side, you're on the east side, I would still send you videos daily just of everything I would do. And even if you're just stretching or moving in the weight room, you send a video, and everything was completely analyzed, looked at, and responded by the end of the day. Actually, it was really just within a couple hours, you'd have a whole video response, explanation, paragraph under it, and then the steps forward that we can take to move forward. Because with every day one-on-one, it really helps you as the coach like see what path we need to keep going on to help us progress and keep getting better. Unlike how when we're not one-on-one, like I've had in-person trainings before with other people, but it was like a whole class, it was never really one-on-one. They would just really try to put 8 different guys on the same track when each individual has their own path to success, and you can't do what another person's doing if it's not right for you. And that's the difference between VA and everybody else. You really find what's right for us.
Yeah, 100%, man. And really, before we even gave you everything and put you on that track, we ran you through a couple of different assessments. You remember there's a bunch of things that you got to do before you're able to even throw a ball with us. Like, can you speak a little bit more about that process and the data that we gather remotely? Obviously, from I did see you in person. It was like towards the end, actually, like two weeks ago here. Um, but even though, like, from other data that we gather, like, I mean, how confident did you feel in how much we knew about you to get you towards where you needed to be, where it wasn't obviously like an in-person assessment?
Oh yeah, like you sent like because on the app, I forget what it's called. Is it the Builder Athlete or something like that?
Bridge
Bridge,
Athletic.
sorry. Bridge. Yeah, on the Bridge app, you send the movements, and there's a good amount of them, but that just let me know instantly how close you're looking at my body and every perspective of it, and recording it, and like you have to record each one from different angles so that you can see it from all over. And that just lets me know instantly that you're truly looking deep into our body before we even pick up a baseball, pick up a weight, take one sprint, that you really know how we move. And before joining VA, I've never heard of motor preferences before. And as soon as I joined, I was like, wow, he knows exactly how I throw before I even threw a pitch for him. And he knows exactly what my body likes and doesn't like before I even showed him or told him anything. And that's the difference between VA and a lot of other places.
Yeah, yeah, man. Thanks for sharing that. Which was, I mean, you did kind of answer my next question was, what makes us different from the rest of the industry? But I mean, obviously, that definitely hits on it. What we do with gathering as much data as we can, helping athletes understand their natural movement tendencies, for sure. So, what is something that you would say to an athlete that's looking onto the fences? They're probably in a similar situation that you were. There's a bunch of different programs out there, but they're not sure which one is the right one for them. What would you say for them looking onto the fences, like trying to see if we are the right solution for them?
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the fence with VA, it's definitely like a good idea just to get on a call with you, really talk about what they want and what they need. And you're very an adaptable person with people. Like if they need certain times or certain workouts, you're able to work that in with them. And if you're looking on the outside in, it does seem a little scary because your coach isn't with you every day, and it seems like you aren't going to be able to do it because sometimes you got to throw alone, and you might not have the necessary equipment. But all you do is just let you know what we're going through, what's going on, and you're able to help us like find a way around it, how we can do it in a different way, or maybe just do a different exercise. And that's really the big one-on-one deal with VA, is like just constant communication, and you're always rapid response. And you're never like leaving us on red, you're never angry at us, you're always there. Yeah, if somebody misses a workout, you're like, hey, you got to do the workout, but you're never like, oh, you're horrible athlete. You're always positive about everything too, because you could even have a bad day and we find the positives in it. Never crushing us or taking us down.
Yeah, man, 100%. I think that's also like very important. Performance training is one thing, but also having that positive relationship with your coach, um, it can definitely help athletes go a long way because, like, dude, I've been part of program schools where like the coach is like not even the best, and that's not really the best connection that you want to have between a coach and a player. Definitely It is something that I pride myself in, especially with the feedback loop and communication, making sure that you guys are on top of your stuff, making sure no one's slacking, going through the cracks, because it does get hard and lonely, like you mentioned. I mean, dude, you just had this uh, whole spring technically, training by yourself, and it definitely is hard, but definitely continuing with that feedback loop, letting you guys know that I'm there with you along the way for sure. So
Mhm.
cool, man, truly appreciate that. Do you have like any last words, whether it's like for me or like just anyone watching?
You know, I just want to tell you thank you for everything you've done for me, but like, if there's and if there's anybody else who's going through something, an injury, being cut off the team, just being with you, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Like it seems like it's a long, grueling road, but the second you get back and you're where you want to be, it's definitely a very exciting moment. And like, you cherish that with us. Like the second I pitched for the first time again, especially in front of you, like it was a cherishable moment because everybody there was excited, just congratulations all over. And it's just the success it feels. And it just makes you want to work even harder. And it makes training that much better for you, that much more fun to do, just always be up looking for that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, man. Dude, I truly appreciate that. And I mean, you definitely couldn't have said it any better than that. Your success is my success. So it is my biggest priority to make sure that you guys are all moving towards the right way. It was definitely a lot of fun also too meeting you in person. I think that was cool, from like having that relationship online to like then we go in person. We're like, oh, like this is what he looks like.
Yeah.
It is obviously like you look the same, but I just think it's pretty special when you meet someone remotely, but then you go in person. It's definitely different, and you connect a lot more for sure. So, dude, I thank you a lot, man, especially trusting me this whole entire journey with you, because obviously there's a million other dudes out there that are preaching whatever they want to preach, but it's definitely been an honor, definitely helping you get through all of this and helping you get better and continue to get closer to where you want to be in this sport.
Yeah.
All
Thank you,
right.
man.
Of course, of course. So there you guys have it. Nathaniel, from shattering his elbow or extreme elbow fracture to throwing 87, making it back into finally throwing again, going into Yavapai Community College here in the fall. He is going to crush it. Super, super excited for his future. If you guys have any complications with what you guys are doing, you don't understand the drills that you're doing, cues, whatever, nothing makes sense to you, we help our athletes by helping them understand their natural movement tendencies. So if that sounds like something that you need, go ahead and book in a call down in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next video.